Let's assemble this board for the amplifier today. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. PCBWay is a PC board manufacturer and assembly house in China. I use them exclusively. They have excellent quality work, a quick turnaround time, and their prices are just out of this world. 10 pieces, 2-layer for $5, not including shipping. Get your stuff back in about a week. You just can't beat that, can you? Okay, for this Friday, we're going to put together the eyelet board that I designed for my amp. And it's based on the Fender 5F1 circuit, the Champ circuit, one of the early Tweed Fender amps. You can see I've got silk screens here for all the parts. And they are all... Come on, focus. There we go. Almost. Come on. There we are. You can see I have them all listed as to what components they are and where they go. You can see we have preamp, catheter, resistor, grid resistors, coupling capacitors, all kinds of good stuff. And I don't know how well you can see the tracks on the back of the board, but I got the jump ring already done. So all we have to do is put our parts in here and we should be good to go. Now I think I've got everything we need. I ordered the high voltage capacitor kit. We've got our 1-watt resistors. Let's get going. As you may have guessed from the ad there, PCBWay is the manufacturer of this board. They're a sponsor of the channel. I like their work, and I have in fact shared the design for this board on PCBWay's site. I will leave a link to it down below so you guys can order one from PCBWay, or I've made the Gerber downloadable there as well, so you can get it, adjust it, and do whatever you need to do with it, so to speak. But boards like this, or what I would consider to be the second generation of amplifiers. The first generation, everything was just point-to-point wired, which some people still consider to be the best. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know. But, yeah. Where are we at now? 100K. This will be the second generation with the eyelet boards. And the third generation would be, you know, PC board based. So, advantages, disadvantages. Well, probably the point-to-point wiring and the eyelet board make for the easiest to service and repair. Come on, get out of there. Can't get the resistors out. Now, I've gone with 1-watt resistors on all these guys, just to make sure we're covered. Let's start and solder in these ones we've got here. First, we'll have to be a little bit careful, because the soldering for these can be a little bit delicate. Well, not delicate, but everything's not as straightforward as we're used to. I'm going to go ahead and solder these from the top, which is not something I do often, but I think it's going to work for us in this case. Now, this amp, like I said, is based off the Fender 5F1 design. There we go. Come on, heat back up. There we go. But it's going to have another little board with a specialized tone circuit in it called the Baxendall tone circuit. Alright, so next we need to put in this coupling cap here. And it goes to one side of this. So I need to tin that. It should be fun. Tell you what I'll do. Stick it in the hole here. And then we'll get a real nice tin. Look like these leads are going to be quite long enough, but we shall make it work. Oh, come on. There we go. Yep. Need to come down to that hole there, along with one of our 100K resistors. Let me grab one of them. So the 100Ks come through here, here like this. Gonna try and get them in there as best we can. And yes, I am spacing all these off the board on purpose. Okay. Gonna need a wee bit of a jumper to make this work. Come on. Alright, let's see if we can get that. Okay. Not terrible. Not beautiful, but not terrible. And then this one goes over here and also comes back to that point. All right, let's solder it in the bottom hole first. Then we can kind of massage it in the place where we need it. Again, this is my first attempt at building an amplifier from scratch, so let's hope it works, right? I think it will. Though perhaps not the first time. I'm sure that Uncle Doug, if you're watching this, you are cringing. I apologize. Alright, made some little jumpers for this guy. Get him soldered in there. Did you stay? Or did you jump off? Alright. So far, so good. We need a couple of 68K jobbers. This is where our input jack comes in, right here. We're only using one input jack on this, so we could have gotten by with one of these, but we'll go with two. Now we need one more jumper. See if we can get these guys to go together here. Uh-oh. Come on, play nice. I feel like kind of a bumbling fool here today. But then again, I just got off the painkillers from the tooth. They left me in a bit of a fog for a few days. That ain't beautiful, but I think it'll work. Whew. Okay. Next up we have the preamp cathode resistor, 1.5K. And nope. It is not going to be long enough. So I'm going to have to make yet another jumper. Good thing this is just my Rev 1 of this. Rev 2 I'll make the holes a little bit closer, you know. But this will be good for testing and finding out whether the design actually works. I'm hoping it will. I think it will. Alright. That guy bent down in there. Now, one thing you might notice about these old designs is there wasn't a lot of insulation going on anywhere. Things were just kind of out in the open, so to speak. But, you know, they're in a rather enclosed area, so things weren't really too bad. So this one goes here. Then we need a 1.5K up to there, and then we join them together. So first, I'm going to tin this. Then we're also going to tin this one. Make it easier to join them together. Okay, so we got that guy in. Now we need our 25 microfarad 25 volt, which I've got in the bag of capacitors I ordered. And it goes here. And look at that, we're actually going to have enough to do it. Ain't that a miracle? Oh, come on, don't be moving around on me now. Come on. There we go. And then it joins up to all this beautiful stuff up here. Let's get it tinned so it wants to join. Then all we have to do is heat her up and she'll flow right in there. Okay, so now we need our 470, which also goes up there. Holy camolians. Probably going to need another jumper. Alright. Now we need to get that guy to join with those guys. That wasn't too hard. And then need to get him down here in this hole. Whew. Glad we're getting to the end of this. Okay, so now we're on to our big filter caps. So first one up is 8 microfarads. It goes on here. And then it joins down to there. Let's get that all nice and soldery in there. Probably going to have to go over and resolder the back side of these. Just to make sure we've got good connections. Get some solder on here. Of course, it didn't go where I wanted it to. But that's alright. We'll make it work. Blink. And we'll do that again. Up here. Yep, we're getting almost to the end, folks. I'm excited. All I'm waiting for now is the output transformer. And we will have ourselves what may or may not be an amplifier. Hard to say. Oh, come on. I know I'm going to get many comments about crappy video and I don't know what I'm doing. Well, probably not so much. But hey, we're trying here. We're really trying. Alright, we got this voltage dropping resistor to go in now. I just want to make sure I get it in the proper position. Get this tinned here. Ow. Yep, that's hot. Who'd have thunk it, right? Need to get them all joined together. Good. And we are down to our last component, the Big Daddy, the Sprague Atom 16 microfarad 475 volt DC. Get in there, Big Daddy. A lot of older amps actually put these big filter capacitors on the outside of the chassis in what they called the doghouse. And depending on how this goes, that might be something that I look at doing here. Alright, let's get you. Oh. Get you soldered in there. Get it all nice and tinned up first. Joined up. Oh, did not join. Okay, try that again. Let's see what we get this time. That's better. Now we got some clipping to do. just going to check if there's anything here that needs reflowed. And I think just for the shits and giggles of it all, just add a little bit to all these big ones. Anything that looks like it could use a little dollop. And I think that we're done for today. There's our board, ready to go in the amp as soon as we get the output transformer. So I want to thank you guys for watching today, muddling along with me in my ignorance and putting together my first eyelet board design and my first amplifier design. And I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Please check them out for all of your PCB needs. Alright, if you enjoyed this, guys, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Big thanks to all the patrons. Big thanks to PCBWay. That's it. I'm out. Peace. I want to thank you all for watching and spending time with me today. A community like this is something that we can all be very proud of. So again, thank you very much for all your support of Learn Electronics. Please feel free to check out the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask, and really helps keep the channel alive. We also have an Amazon shop where you can buy most of the items that you see on here, and there's a link to it down below.